Alright, guys, we're back again with another episode of Frieren. We have episode 21 here up and ready to go. I think maybe this portion of the first class exam is going to come to a close. Maybe not. Maybe the whole episode is going to be the fight with Dankin and Frieren and Kane and Lawine versus the other guy that I don't know the name of. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty looking forward to it, especially the Frieren and Dankin one. I imagine there's going to be quite a couple spells flying at each other. I mean, they both are the type that they don't want to kill anybody, so they're definitely not going for killing blows, but I think it'll be pretty good nonetheless. I hope Frieren pulls out that like bird catching spell, just pulls it on Dankin so he can't move. Same that Warble did to Ubel last episode, so maybe we'll get lucky. That'd be a fun sight to see. So let's just hop right into the episode, see what happens. Let's go. Oh, more flying stuff. Okay. Oh, yeah, she's actually fully met Siri before. Wow. Actually, like a super. Yeah, so she's. I'm very confused here. I imagine they're going to explain it at some point, but I do just want to say, didn't the other guy say that it was only like 50 years ago that Siri came back? So she was even doing this entire thing like thousands of years ago, or 1,000 years ago, kind of having this whole knowledge, like giving out knowledge thing, seems very, very sus, bro. I mean, can we just talk about how, like, wouldn't taking that much rock, that much earth from underground, wouldn't that cause some like structural integrity shit? Wouldn't there be like a bunch of sinkholes around, or maybe that whole lake would just disappear because there's a giant empty space underground now? Seems a bit problematic. So they agree on like a fundamental level. Frieren's like, oh nice, I found my people and I gotta beat his ass. Just immediately, she's like, no thank you. Flame's proud back there. She's like, yep, exactly what I expected. Okay, at least Flame's standing up for a student. I was gonna say, I mean, if Siri is so powerful, so knowledgeable in all these spells, why isn't she fighting the Demon King? Give me a reason. You cannot kill the Demon King. We can't do it. Why? I mean, I need to see what Frieren did to kill the Demon King. If he was that much of a pain that neither of them could handle it. Yep, still got some good teamwork, but definitely he's got a bit of an advantage here. Damn, it's basically, yeah, wait, this is basically just waterbender versus earthbender right now. The writer get just you go through his regular Avatar binge. I mean, fair enough. I would too. If I was able to write anything on this level, I'd definitely sneak in a couple Avatar references for sure. Jesus. I'm already warning you guys. I'm about to be so lost on this. Too complex, sure. Activation time. Yeah, you need to keep it simple. No, not even slightly, actually. I am still very lost, but I'm just here to see flashy objects flying through the air, so please. Oh, kind of, maybe negated the blast a little bit, but yeah, probably stung a bit. True, he took them further away from the water, didn't he? So he is scared. Oh, gross. Oh, Dankin looks like he's struggling. First off, gotta at least give him props because he did stop mid-battle to explain stuff to us. To me, even though I, didn't really get it. I might go back and try to figure it out. It's some of Zoltrack and keeping the spell simple so that the time doesn't, the activation time doesn't get delayed or anything like that. I mean, I understand that, but I don't understand what that really had to do with this. Maybe one of you can explain it to me, what he was getting across. But either way, right now, I mean, it seems like he is kind of a bit scared of them, though, because he is more in a majority. He brought them to an area where he is superior, where he has a lot of land, like rock, to work with, which is obviously his specialty, and there's like no water for them to do anything with. So, I mean, I think if they were close to the lake, he'd probably be a little bit screwed. He'd probably be pretty messed up. But anyway, Dankin, man, he looks like, I mean, his hair was a little ruffled. Frieren, she's as chill as always. She exhausts my man. Exactly, bro's getting tired. All the goes. Straight up. There's fire. Are you trying to kill her, bro? I thought you were just saying no to that whole thing. Tornado of fire, yeah, that's not going to do any damage. Analyzing the bear. Oh, really? Like from the inside? Oh, was it Frieren? Was she? When would she have been able to do it? I mean, she did. Oh, someone's been analyzing it. Didn't she disappear for a little bit? Like, she came back to capture that monster that was attacking Kane, but we never really learned what she was doing before that. I assumed she was just doing some, like, research on the steels still. But maybe she was going to the barrier trying to figure out how that worked. What would be the point of breaking it during this test? Isn't that against the rules? Had the opportunity. Oh. She's like, what opportunity are you talking about? Can you whisper that to me? Damn. Laid out flat. I mean, maybe she was researching the barrier just so that she could blast him through it. Use him as the brute force. Oh, damn. One with brute force. Didn't even use a spell. Kicking the shit out of him? Oh, maybe that's what she wants. Is she actually gonna go to? Oh. Bro, the reaction speed must have been nuts on that. Oh, he just wants to go home. Oh, that's kind of sad, actually. Grave. That's even more sad. God damn. And now Frieren's like, damn, you're making me feel bad for you now? You guys started this. There we go. Frieren always being a boss, man. She always believes in her people. Using the barrier. Yeah, so she is using the barrier. What would be the point? Like, the fighting's over, she has her steel back. I don't really know what the point is. Maybe she just wants to throw a little bit of shade at Siri. Just be like, yeah, I can break your goddamn barrier. You said that I wasn't worth it back in the day. You wanted to get rid of me? Nah. I'm heated about that. But just quick, I do want to say that fight, like, that was kind of anticlimactic, man. I really thought Dankin was gonna be a bit. I figured he was going to lose, but I thought it would be a bit more tough. But that was like maybe like a 2-3 minute fight. Not even, I don't think, because he was tired and then he just got blasted, like immediately laid out. She had a good plan of getting out Laufen too. And like I said, Frieren probably knew how to counter it, or maybe her reflexes are just that damn quick, but she caught that bitch like it was nothing, bro. Frieren's nuts, man. It's over. Yeah, and he's going for the kill. Nice. Did not go to the Prometheus school of running away from things. That is smart. Oh. Oh, take it. Fucking, he's scared. Like, he's already been defeated and he's still terrified. She just better break it? Just to do it? It's impossible. Bro's not even considering it. Even if the world would turn upside down. Bro, look at this animation, bro. She's like going into another dimension. He's like, no, I don't think so. Oh. He's like, oh, this bitch. He's an elf bitch. Yeah, I think she might be a problem. Party of Heroes. Oh, you're finally clicking in, buddy? An elf with the same name? Last great mage. Oh, is that what that emblem is? This is how you say it? Oh, yeah. So it was just a message to Siri? She's like, I'm here, bitch. Oh! Magic should be free, yeah. Oh, she did all that for an assist. It wasn't even to say hello to Siri, or maybe, that might have been like subtle, like the undertone. But no, the main thing was to help Kane because she's so out of her element. She's the one who focuses more on water. At least Laween, she's still able to pull ice out of anywhere, right? Kane, she can't do that with water. She specifically said she can't just pull it out of anywhere. She needs a source. And now, she's got like an infinite source, basically, falling from the sky. Oh, this is rough for that guy. Exactly. And it's like they said, they gave her a bit of like a handicap by not letting the rain inside. I don't know if they thought about that or if they just didn't care. Figured like, oh, if she can't deal with it, then she doesn't deserve to be a first-class mage. Like, if you can't have water, you should still have a backup. Obviously, that's probably what their mindset was. Just freaking dicks, man. All these first-class mages, like, that's why I want, what's his name, Denkin to be one, because I think he'd be a little bit nicer about that sort of thing. Yep, even he knows he's screwed now. Figure out what happens later. I don't think you'll have the time, buddy. Should have opened. Yep. Time. A lot of time. She's like, you better give up now, bro. Physical text message. Yep. Drop that on you, you're probably dead, bro. Bro's like, damn. Nowhere for me to run it. It's a little bit much, man. Bro just got rinsed. Oh. Really? She couldn't even put up like a protective spell for those guys. She died to. They just got waterboarded, man. Okay, so I think I understand better what that guy was saying. Was like any sort of physical blunt force attack, because the defense magic is so simple, it just breaks it so easily. Like you could make it stronger, but that's what would sacrifice the time that it would be delayed, that sort of thing. So just physical blunt shit like that is kind of pointless against magic defense, I guess. Not a problem. Oh, Frieren. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised she's smiling, but she is actually happy about him. It's inevitable. Yep. We had no faith in you whatsoever, man. Don't worry. 2 hours left. Yeah, let me guess. Steel's gonna magically show up. I feel bad if Denkin can't pass right now. Yeah, we still got 2 hours. Can't give up until then. Sort of comment. Sure. Oh. So Frieren only allows her to use the basics? I never caught that. See through. Maybe keep that one to yourself. Hey, at least Land's being nice. Like, he could just listen and kind of catch her weaknesses. That might have been, that might have been what Ubel's plan was. Hear whatever for, like, her strengths and possibly her weaknesses from her. But I like the Land. He's like, no, don't do that. I want it to be a fair fight. Yeah, so they're screwed anyway. Oh, but they have a bird. That's tough. Oh, that would be such a brutal situation. So they have a bird, but they know they're not going to pass anyway. That kind of hurts. They're just random dudes, but imagine the pain of that, man. Yeah. Bro just pulling out the fist fight. He's like, I got some muscles packed under here right now. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Man, come at me with our fist. Respect. Bro just wants to go for the brawl. Man, you saw those muscles bulging out of that robe, bro. I'm waiting for the scene where they're just laid flat. Yep, there's the bird. Where's the bodies? 18. Okay. And now probably from then on it's gonna be like 1v1. Oh, finally. What was he up to? Yep, in the tavern. Yeah, bro's having the time of his life. Like I was saying, this is vacation for him. And now they're just going to barge in. Now he's stuck for 3 days with him again. Like I said, man, I'd still be down for that episode. I'd be down for an episode of Stark just chilling. Even if he stayed at the hotel, in the tavern, anywhere, I'd be okay with that. Just one episode. Let this man have some peace where he doesn't have to deal with a constant argument with Frieren, where he doesn't have to start fighting like monsters and other magicians and other mages, and he doesn't have to do like that etiquette training bullshit. I want to see him just enjoy like a day for himself, man. He admitted, man, he said he's so happy. It's been a nice little vacation, but you know, back to it now. Frieren and Frieren gonna come back. Obviously, I mean, they will in 3 days. Hopefully, he'll get to, you know, a little bit more peaceful time again when they go for their second phase. I mean, yeah, that was a good first phase, man. That was cool. Got to meet a bunch of new characters. Got to see some cool magic and spells thrown around. Definitely the top, the highlight was Frieren breaking the barrier. That magic was incredible, man. It was like green. It very much reminded me of like Into the Spider-Verse, where like they have the glitching effect that you kind of see. It kind of reminds you of like retro, like I don't know if it's like old TVs or something, where like it's constantly like flashing colors, bright flashing color. Except this one was all green, but it was just random shapes that were it looked like it was tearing apart like reality, basically, and it was so dope. And the fact that she was able to just do that, flex on everybody who's in the barrier at the time, everybody, the two proctors who are watching over the thing, and Ciri herself, or Sadie. I've been pronouncing it Ciri. It might be Sadie. I apologize if I'm getting that wrong. The fact that like even she was there and she sensed it happening, and Frieren only really did it just for helping her team, just so that Kane could have like an actual like fighting chance. And she knew that once she had the reign, Frieren 100% believed that Kane was going to win that fight. And obviously Lewin. It's not like she wasn't doing anything. She definitely helped there, but Kane, like, powerful, bro. I mean, she didn't really use any mana or anything before that moment because she couldn't. She had no water. But no, Kane got her time to shine. The Frieren obviously got her time to shine too. It was great, man. I just had a really fun time with the whole battle thing, especially the fact that Dankin got shown up, but he took it like a man. And what did bro do? He went to fight with his fists. He's like, you know what? I took an L. I need to get a dub for myself. Bro relied on old reliable number 1 and 2 and just went at it with the guy. I feel bad, man. Like their party member, maybe they didn't know him because it was obviously like random selections. Probably didn't know the party member, didn't know them that personally. Maybe wasn't too heartbroken about the fact that they died. But I mean, they were already heartbroken about the fact that they weren't going to be able to win, right? Even though they had the bird, like that, it was in their grasp, but they just couldn't do anything about it at that point. So that's a bit heartbreaking. The fact that like Dankin kind of had to come and just like add on to that, man. Like they already know that they can't really win against in a magic battle. Now they know they also can't win in a physical battle. But to be fair, Dankin, he looks pretty like swole, man. He's probably hits the gym every now and then. For an old guy, looks like he's got it packed on underneath. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm impressed. And going back to the barrier thing, it is cool that Frieren was able to like leave a message for Ciri as that way. I don't know if there is like still beef between them. It kind of seems like it's a bit more of a strained relationship, Ciri and Frieren, because they are more like, obviously Ciri, we saw she didn't really like Frieren at first because she didn't want the spell. She offered her a spell, didn't want it. So I think Ciri took that a little bit personally. Told Flamme, nah, abandon this kid. They doesn't have that burning like desire for knowledge or whatever the fuck. Even though Frieren is kind of like that because that's all she is, man, is a burning desire for knowledge. But she just wants to collect it herself. That's the fun part to her. And I think Ciri just doesn't understand that. Her whole thing is giving away this knowledge, helping people out. She probably likes to feel powerful, likes to feel wanted. And the fact that she can like give out this knowledge helps. When someone turns her down, which is like a once in a millennium type of thing that someone would ever turn her down, yeah, I get why it wouldn't feel too good. But I hope they're not making her like a villain. I don't really get it. It seemed like she was close with Flamme. Well, she was like her mentor. I think she was Flamme's mentor before Flamme was Frieren's mentor. She took her in, which is a whole other thing. Like that means Ciri is probably a little bit older than Frieren as well. And by a little bit in elf years, that could be like 1,000 years for all I know. Because even back then when Frieren was a student of Flamme, which we know is, I think, at least 1,000 years ago, Siri looked exactly the same. And she looked the tiniest bit older than Frieren. So that could be like, oh man, I don't even want to think about 2,000, 3,000 years, who knows. So she has been around for a long time, dude. I mean, she was doing the same shit back in the day. I just want to know if she like disappeared for a bit and only came back 50 years ago. Maybe I misunderstood that part. Maybe I didn't quite read that right. But it seemed like he had said that she showed up 50 years ago and started rewarding people. So what happened between like back then with Flamme and Frieren and 50 years ago? Like, where did she go? What was she doing? Because she had obviously been helping against the Demon Lord even way back then. And she had come back 50 years ago was... Actually, that would have been after the war. That would have been after the Demon King died, because Himmel died like 29 years ago. And then before that, it was like 50 years of peace or something. So she didn't come back until after. Or maybe she was around and now she just kind of like 50 years ago, she blatantly said, okay, any first class mage gets this knowledge. She just laid out those rules. I don't know. Maybe it's not that deep, but I do want to know what she was doing. It seems a little bit, like I said before, sus that she just kind of popped up again out of nowhere, started offering stuff. I like I said, I don't think Frieren really, I don't think their relationship is the best. So maybe we'll get some sort of answer to that, but I am just kind of guessing. We don't know for sure anything like that. But no, I mean, I'm looking forward to them meeting up again, especially after Frieren broke her barrier like that, showed her up. I'm sure she seemed a little bit impressed, but I'm sure she's not too happy about it. But no, good episode, man. I'm glad that stage of the fight is over. All the characters that I kind of cared about got their birds, got to move on. Dankin, I feel bad for him because he did just want to go to like his hometown. So I'm glad he was able to end up getting his bird and passing the exam. That's awesome. Werble as well. He seems like, I mean, he's just a romantic man. He's trying to find the girl that he had loved when he was like 5 years old. Fair enough, bro. Go do your thing. Try to find him. But now it's going to be a bit more tough, I think. I think it's going to go into like one-on-one, like probably battles or something territory. Which, I mean, hopefully all the ones I want to pass will still be able to. The stages are probably going to get a bit more difficult. Like, this was probably the easiest one we were going to get. So I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous about Dankin and Werble there. But, I mean, I guess Ubel could lose and I wouldn't care too much. Sure. But no, honestly, I think that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. I mean, Frieren going up against Dankin, and she was able to catch Laufen as well, which was another impressive feat from her, was the fact that she just caught her when she was in the middle of her like Jilwer magic thing, the super speed. I mean, maybe Laufer had to like slow down or Laufen, sorry. The fact that maybe she had to like slow down to pick her up or to pick up Dankin. And then Frieren took that opportunity to grab her, or if she was just that fast about it. She knew where she was going to be, just reached out prematurely, that sort of thing. I don't know. Either way, it was a bit damn impressive that Frieren was able to catch her like that. Frieren was just the GOAT this episode, man. Helped out her team, defeated Dankin, who's on like first class mage level. I think honestly, Frieren at this point, she's above first class because she was able to break that barrier, which the one guy thought wasn't even possible. Nobody would ever be able to do that because it was made by Siri, right? And they did mention something. They said that because she had that necklace, that like, I forget what they called it, just the totem thing. That meant she was like one of the last great mages or something. So that must have been a title that they gave to maybe like Flamme and Frieren in them way back then. And I'm guessing Siri is also one of them. So it must be a title that's like so incredibly like you're above first class, like so much that it's not really a thing other than a certain select few because it's from way back before, right? You probably basically need to be like an elf to get it because you need that amount of knowledge, that amount of experience to be able to even get to that level. Maybe Flamme had it, even though she's a human. It's hard to say. She's obviously well known in the mage world, and maybe you had to be a great mage to get to that level for her. I don't know, man. It seems like she's basically better than everybody else around right now. Only one who's on possibly even ground is Siri, but maybe not even. Maybe Frieren's above her too. So no, good episode, man. I'm glad to have seen all that cool shit. But I think that's it. So I hope if you guys enjoyed, drop a like on the video, like, subscribe to the channel as well if you want to stay updated on this series and any other stuff that I do. Comment your thoughts on the video episode. No spoilers, obviously. And I do have a Patreon link down in the description. Gives you early access to all of my videos. and just helps you support me a bit more, which is much appreciated. And that's it. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.